Now, see when the weather's this good, PC operations get kind of suspended for a little while because I like to go for walks with the dog and a ruck. It's the closest thing to fitness I can really achieve in the small time that I really have. It's meant to be like this for a few days. I have it down as Tuesday today, and I have a day off tomorrow, and then I'm back to work. So videos have been kind of sparse recently because on the rare occasion that here in sunny Scotland we have some sun. Catch you soon. Anyway, scenery like this, you'd be kind of just crazy not to go outside, right? Current ambient temperature is between 20 and 25 degrees. It's middle of the day right now, this is about as hot as it gets. And yes, it's not just mad dogs and Englishmen that go out in the under sun. Well, I'm out here with the phone and enough recording time on my phone to actually do something useful with it. Thought I'd give you a little bit of a channel update. I know I've not been on and doing a lot of video uploads recently. My work schedule is kind of conflicted with flight night, so to give you an idea of perspective here, flight nights at UAF start at 7 o'clock local time, and well, let's put it this way, when my shift finishes at 6:30 and it's a half-hour trip home in the bus, I've not even had any dinner or a shower yet, you'll appreciate I'm not going to turn up on time for those. Last week, with the video that you just seen uploaded, I finished at 5. It's the only 5 o'clock finish I have this month, so don't expect too much UAF for the foreseeable future. However, to try and make up for this, I've hooked up with the nearby armour regiment, which has timings on that are completely out of my normal comfort zone, but they work for me and for hopefully for you, and that's the Joint NATO Air Service, or JNAS. Now, the purpose of JNAS as an Armour 3 unit is to do kinda milsim. They use a lot of more realistic equipment and they come up with a series of missions every Sunday night. It can last anywhere up to 4 hours, is the current record I've endured with them. I say endured, it's been great fun. They use Shack Tac, TFAR for radios, a series of weapon mods to give everyone a weapon of choice. Each unit, there are 4 units in the group, well, three major units. You have Whiskey Section, which are the boots on the ground. Usually 4-man teams, Whiskies 1 through 4. They're going for like the special operations squad size. It's a small unit, so that makes sense. Team number 2 is 53, the air detachment. 53rd are our helo guys. And then you have Odin, the Pathfinders. They're your 1 or 2 man teams, sniper spotters, scouts. They're considered the best of the group. So they have a higher standard, they hold themselves to a much higher standard. I'm not part of that unit. I'm not part of any of those units. Call Singo Stock, JTAC. It's my job to control the airspace around the operation, to manage landing zones, insertions, extractions. And we have an AH-6 for light to CAS. 53 deck guys are fantastic pilots from within Arma, and they're really great with aircraft. And they also know how to take and receive 9 lines. So you'll see me delivering those either through talk on or as a proper 9 line in any of my recordings, and that'll be the majority of my feed. Quite simply, from an Arma point of view, I will not be doing a lot of weapon firing, at least that's the plan. Most of it will be map, compass work, radio work. So if you're looking for super tactical, you'll find it. If you're looking for lots of guns and explosions, it depends on what you're looking for in that particular concept. I'm hoping you'll find lots of guns and explosions, but gas is really only a very small part of the role. A lot of people forget that. Basically, most of my time will be spent getting logistics and supplies in and out of the AO in the form of Black Hawks and Chinook helicopters. We're experimenting as well with a C-130 doing halo and hey-ho jumps. I don't have enough practice with them to consider myself flight qualified, which doesn't matter anyway because I'm usually on the drop zone before the rest of the guys with a helicopter insertion. Works out nice. Now, you'll find over the next little while I'll be going between United Operations Air Force videos for my flight sims and JNAS for Arma. This does not make me a dual clanner. JNAS is a fantastic regiment for Arma, and United Operations does have their own Arma unit, of which I play almost no part in. UAF does not use Arma to fly flight sims, for obvious reasons. We've got BMS. We do occasionally do DCS, but recently we've kind of really maxed out what we can do with DCS until they actually get a stable, accurate system that isn't fucking retarded. I'm just wandering and rambling right now, so I'm going to leave this for now, edit my little cuts together, enjoy the rest of my walk. Look forward to finding more out soon, and if there's specific series or episodes that I'd started, like say Settlers or B-17 or any of the other ones I've kind of given a go, that you want to see more of, leave comments down below. But right now it's mostly going to be Arma and BMS. I'll occasionally do a bit of Steel Beasts, but thanks to the fact that Steel Beast 4 is somewhat delayed, I've kind of maxed that out. Cobra, if you're watching this, I love the look of your videos in terms of the new mission you've advertised. I have deliberately avoided the spoilers ones for now. I plan on perhaps doing a let's play of your video, so I need to do that blind, otherwise you're not going to laugh and smile when I fuck up and land in all of your ambushes. But that's going to be a little while down the food chain. I've still got the next 4 days of work coming up. As of tomorrow, will be my last day off for 5 days in a row. And then I hope to have Tuesday and Wednesday off next week as well, as of this writing. So the only problem with that, of course, is my good wife has changed jobs. Oh, let's change this. The only problem is that my good wife has changed jobs and is now working many more late shifts for now. This means, for all intents and purposes, between the hours of Thursday and Sunday, I'm basically single. I don't see my wife. She's getting Mondays through Wednesdays off at the moment, and given that I only get 2 days off a week, typically between Monday and Wednesday, I am seeing my wife as much as I can during those days. I'm sure you'll understand. Today we went out for a nice long walk together. I just dropped her off at the stables. She likes to go horse riding, for those of you that don't already know that. And I now have to go home, sort the Puccio out, who's left me behind. Tia, come on! It's a hot day, so I'm going to let her cool off. I have a garden to deal with. Fuck, do I have a garden to deal with, man? Jesus. Problem is I have a battery operated trimmer, which is not good enough, which doesn't have sufficient battery life to actually do the whole area, and it's too small to justify getting a lawnmower. So that'll be fun. Right, come on, Tia, let's go. And after that, I have a whole pile of washing and the usual household shit to do. See, when you live with your wife and she's hardly in for most of the week, it's not a difficult choice when there's no other options and you want clean work shirts to wear. Guess who's doing them? And it's not the usual person. That being said, I do hope to have a bit of game time tonight, and perhaps some in the afternoon as well, depending on how I get on. I'll upload this at the end of the day and you can kind of have a day in the life of Ghost Dog on his day off. And for those of you who hear my name mentioned in Jane Ass, yes, my name is Douglas Taylor. Hi. That reminds me, Zom Lee, I saw you started recently messing around with BMS. I will quite happily help you answer any and all questions. I need to actually catch up on your first video proper. I only watched a little bit of it. But you are, of course, invited to fly along with us at UAF. All I would ask you to do is spend the time before you think you're ready, just getting comfortable with the plane. We also fly the F-16, which you may find more enjoyable and certainly easier to use, given that it's a lot better documented, what with it being an F-16 simulator. I also extend that invitation to join us out to Maximus and Cobra. Whether you like to do multiplayer or not, I'm not sure if you do. I hope that you've seen enough of the footage that I film as on multiplayer to know that the community that I fly with is just that. We're not one of these hardcore virtual squadrons where everyone has a rank structure and we call each other sir on the weekends. That's fucking retarded, and I'm not going to be part of any group that does that on any simulator. But I'm here to tell you, man, playing it online, playing it with groups where you have radio comms and shit like that to deal with, there are some things that once you start doing that, playing the single player is going to look really fucking shit. Sorry, that's just how it is. You'll get increasingly frustrated with the AI when you start issuing orders to them, because you know that last weekend when you were flying with a real pilot, they were able to handle that shit no problem. But I digress. You'll notice that most of all my BMS videos are of my time in UF. I have almost no single player videos. That's not deliberate. That's not an accident. That's not an accident. That's deliberate. I will point blank refuse to fly single player missions when the AI acts like a retarded bunch of douchebags whose idea of NOE is about 1,000 feet when I can do 100. How to get shot down at 4 easy steps. Fly wing with an AI. Oh god. Anyway, I'm clearly dehydrated and ranting. That's all this is going on now, so I'm going to sign off for the moment. This is a bit of a long-winded one, and I'm going to have to cut this into several pieces. Oh, hello dog. Catch up with you soon.